Hello, I'm Ron Sheldon. I'm the Technical Department Manager here at Sound Off Signal. At Sound Off Signal, we pride ourselves on providing excellent customer service and technical support to our customers. The technical video you're about to watch, we hope you find it beneficial in the operation and use of our products. Should you have any questions, please phone us or email us. So let's get started. Today we're going to be discussing and talking about the operation and setup of your headlight flasher. This headlight flasher that we have here in front of me is part number ETHFSS-SP. It is what we call the select-a-pattern headlight flasher. And this flasher comes with an instruction sheet which tells you how to install it. Now the diagram on the front of the instruction sheet is a generic diagram which covers about 80 to 90% of all vehicles out there and how to wire it in. There are vehicles out there that do require this to be T-tapped on each side, the outputs, or you may need an isolation flasher depending upon the type of vehicle you have. You can get those questions answered by contacting the Technical Service Department. Now, the front page has the diagrams on it. The second page has kind of the nitty-gritty, more of the information. Second page basically goes through the flash patterns that you have, the specifications that you have. This flasher can be used anywhere from 8 to 30 volts DC. When not in operation but powered up, it draws less than 10 microamps. There is 9.5 amps output per wire, and it is designed to operate 110 watts per output, or two 55-watt halogen light bulbs. And that explains that here. There's also in the center of this page a troubleshooting guide that will help you in case you have a problem with that. It gives you general diagrams, general ideas of how to troubleshoot the product. Now, on the bench here, I've got two ghost lights simulating my headlights. And I'm going to walk through the wires that you have coming out of this flasher. The green wire is your ground. You apply that to a good ground on the vehicle. Your white wire is your power wire, goes to anywhere between 8 and 30 volts DC. That's a direct line that is powered up at all times. Your solid red wire is your trigger wire, or your control wire, we call it. This wire, when you apply 12 volts to it, turns the flasher on. Disconnect 12 volts, shuts it off. Your black wire is actually a wire that is used for nighttime cutoff. If you happen to be in an area where they do not allow you to flash your lights after dark, you connect this wire to your parking lot light wire, and every time you turn your headlights on, which you would after dark, it'll disable the flasher and not allow it to operate. Your two output wires are your yellow and your blue wire. And when following the diagram on the instruction sheet, you always connect your yellow wire to the end of your high beam wire you cut that goes to the light. Your blue wire goes up and connects to the other wire that you cut and goes up the harness. The reason for that is that your blue wire is your override sense. This flasher has high beam override. The flasher is operating and you need to turn on your high beams. You turn your high beams on, that high beam sense wire detects that 12 volt signal and shuts the flasher off and passes your 12 volts right straight through to your headlights, so they come on steady. Now, we're going to walk through just operation of this, the setup. I've got it set up here where I'm utilizing these two ghost lights as my headlights. I'm going to take the red wire, I've already got things connected, and I'm going to apply 12 volts to it. As you can see, we've got an alternating flash pattern coming out our headlights. I'm going to use the red wire with a black trace, which is our pattern change wire. And all I do is I touch that to ground. Each time I touch it to ground, I change patterns. Now I'm on a simultaneous, basically this is the traffic mover pattern. Touch it again. And I go to a different pattern. Each time I touch it to ground momentarily, I change patterns. So once this is installed, Go through the setup process. Once you set a pattern, it's going to remember it. Every time you apply 12 volts to that red wire, it's going to come on to that flash pattern every single time. Now, if you have any questions or concerns with wiring this in a vehicle, setting it up, changing patterns, please contact the technical service department at Sound Off Signal, and we'll be more than happy to help you answer any question you may have. Thank you very much.